Who's your daddy?
Daddy's back, baby. Welcome back to the Luxaga live stream. Back on schedule yet again. And happy Wednesday. Hump day is here. Market's stabilizing. Bitcoin's actually just chilling. Ethereum's also just chilling. And we just so happen to have a lovely sell-off on our current trade within Rune that's beautifully playing out. So, thank you to those of you that are in this trade with me, man. We've been absolutely killing this, guys. Welcome back. Yet again, today, Bitcoin predictions we'll be doing yet again, so you have a chance to add 100 points to your profile in a minute. When we throw up that Bitcoin prediction, all you have to do is type in exclamation BTC, more or less. You'll see it at the top of the chat pinned for you guys, but welcome yet again. Remember, if we want to do a $300 giveaway this Friday, we have to make sure to hit 110 likes today, okay? So we're back on schedule with that. If we don't hit 110 likes, we're not doing the giveaway. Right now, we have a leader, Mr. Big Dennis. Isn't that right, Big D? Big D in the house. In first, we got Sordik in second, Jenny in third, and Dame in fourth. If you guys ask, oh, where was the stream yesterday? Well, one of those for you because we had a later stream yesterday going over the new screener indicator that we just released. So, welcome back, my friends. Let's get into this-ish and get the show on the road. We had FOMC that just dropped, just the report. I haven't gotten too many updates on it, to be honest. If we go look at real quick at ES futures, you can see here on the 5-minute, not much of a reaction to it. So usually volatility didn't change that much on it. So if BK's in the chat, you know, he can throw in some probably more information for us. But nothing I'm really seeing across Twitter and stuff that seems too serious. I know there's been, you know, rumors about rate cuts later this year, but I haven't gotten very many updates on what I'm seeing over here. But I haven't really looked much. So BK maybe will be in the chat later and say whether or not he thinks good or bad. But we'll see if we get some reaction as the stream goes on. But, you know, let's kind of dive into it as quickly as possible. You guys know the deal. We've been had a lovely trade on Matic. We're still kind of holding that out. The 4-hour on Rune look absolutely gorgeous. So we've been trading this and still trying to target these lows. And we'll talk about it a little bit more here later in the stream. But right now, starting off, let's go ahead and do our Bitcoin predictions. I'm going to throw it up in the chat here in just a second. So I'm going to open this queue up. And get ready, you'll see a message in just a sec. I'm going to type in the number, and whatever number you see, remember, you have to type in exclamation BTC, more or less, okay? So just in a sec, the number I'm going with is... All right, and make sure that's correct. Yep. And I'm going to send it out now, okay? So there you go. Throw in your prediction, guys. Remember, if you get it correct by the end of the stream, you get 100 points added to your profile. Do you think Bitcoin's going to be more or less than 51,057? Type exclamation BTC more or less to lock in your predictions. At the end of the stream, we will see what that is coming into close of the stream, not of market, of course. But and we'll go from there, my friends. Other than that, guys, you know the drill. The minute we throw up the predictions is the minute we go right into Mr. Pepe himself. Let's get up that wheel, my friend. He's back. He's ready to party. And he's ready to hit him today. We need him to be on point today. I haven't really gotten that fixed. But, guys, is there anything specific you want to go over? You know the ordeal. Throw it in the chat. I'll throw it on the board. We had a different day yesterday, so... we'll probably end up, you know, putting on things we didn't necessarily go over on Monday. But, you know, if we went over on Monday, we might be able to touch on them again if it's worth it. WD40 Pepe. Okay, you guys and your interesting answers here. But overall, let's see if we can get locked in here, my friends. Throw up some Rune. We're definitely going to go over because we are in that Rune trade, so don't worry about that. You guys know the deal, though. Jacob, you have to do Pendle. It has changed. I might do Pendle for you, Tom, because you're one of my favorite. Woo, yeah, it has. All right, we'll do Pendle for sure. Pendle, first one on the board. Pendle is up, my friends. OSMO. Haven't seen that one. AAVE. AAVE. Yeah, that one's changed too. All of them have kind of changed, to be honest. Somebody said odd USD. I kind of like that. Let's see where that one's at right now. Actually, that's not too bad. We'll look at the AUD USD as well. Odd USTA. Apple. Apple was I know Edward wants Apple all the time. Apple's still at that same price point. Remember, we were still bearish on Apple. I wouldn't really worry about it right now. Actually, remember, we did predict this kind of gap down here. Pretty interesting. Doge. You guys in Doge, man. Killing me. Nvidia, Dixie, Jasmy. What the heck are these tickers, man? Jasmy? What is that? Holy cow. Okay. Let's clarify on what... Okay, never mind. I was going to say, if this thing's at an all-time high, we're going to have a serious problem. This is news-driven, my friend. Okay, mark this down for a later look on before we end stream. We can give you profit targets, but right now this has been driven by some crazy news, so I wouldn't really be worrying about this one at the moment. I'm sure some crazy news happened to hit this one for sure. Now we got more Solana. We're gonna go over. We always go over Solana. Come on, don't put that in that. Don't put that in the chat, guys. ARB. I know we went over that on Monday, or maybe we did ADA. Let's do ARB. ARB. What else we got? TIA. We haven't looked over TIA this week either. Let's do TIA. TIA coming down as well. Okay, yeah, we can do TIA. TIA on the board. Haven't looked at that. Python we looked over on Monday. I'll double check it. Then let me go back in the list here. So what you got? Anybody want to go over any other stocks other than Apple? We got Google on the board from yet again. Who do you think? Edward. Google. Okay, Google's not bad, actually. We do Google. Googs in the house. Tesla. Yeah, Tesla's still in that same spot. We're going to skip on Tesla. Gold. Come on, guys. Seriously. Vet. Not bet. Vet used to. Come on with the B. Look this up. Vet, I like it. Let's do Vet. Vet had that big move. What else we got? MSTR, Sui. Got all of these are similar, man. Coinbase, Coin. Ooh, I've seen Coin from two different users. Coin from Pete and Coinbase from Will. We're gonna do Coin. Doge. Goodness gracious, you guys in this Doge. Let's see where Doge went. Yeah, no. Not doing Doge. Sorry. Cass. Guys. Bonk. Golly. Come on, guys. Bonk. Here he goes again. Yo, fam. You won the top 10 viewer giveaway, by the way. I don't think you've reached out. If you have, I'm sorry. I'll make sure to... make sure you reach out to me in the Insta or the Discord. You won the $100 giveaway this week. So make sure you reach out to me, man. I haven't heard from you. In the Discord, Jacob Luxalgo. I'm an admin. All right. Let's see. USD JPY. USD GPY. Did the euro? We're going to probably look at the euro a bit. Let me see. Ooh, the euro. We're going to look at the... we'll look at that by itself, but we'll do USD. USD JPY. For sure. You can't read it, I know. Oil crudes. Nice. Oh, he said oil crudes. Euro USD spicy. Yeah, we've been watching that for a reversal. VIX. Chain link. We looked over link on... yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We can look at link because we were watching for that breakout move. Link's actually the last one. That's good, guys. All right, board is filled, my friends. Remember, we go live every day at 1 Eastern, so make sure you tune in. We can always go over more for you guys throughout the week. So whatever you see on the board, obviously we'll try to fill in new ones every day. But I think we did pretty good today. I mean, we go over a lot of the same ones, but we do mix it up a bit. So if it's moving right, I don't want to spend too much time doing it. All right, guys. Yes, you can duel today. Mickey has currently, let's see here. How many points you got, Mickey? Mickey, I can tell you right now, Mr. Mix himself. Mickey, if I can spell his name right. Mickey has 54 points. I don't know what the heck you guys did. My salmon was delicious. Thank you for asking. I love how you remembered that. All right, hope about some likes, fellas. How about some likes? Okay, I got you. Yeah, I mean, dude, Big D's right, guys. We need to get those likes up to 110 if you want to do that giveaway on Friday. Make sure you smash that like button. You guys want to do that giveaway Friday, you smash that like button. And yes, Mr. Fam is in the chat today. Make sure we can't see the wheel. I know you can't see the wheel. Just give me a second. We're going to go into the hood. Guys, the symbols are over. All right, one last chance to put in your Bitcoin predictions. Do you think it's going to be more or less by the end of the stream than 51,057? Type in exclamation BTC more or less. And then, yeah, if you're correct, you'll get 100 points added to your profile by the end of the week. If you're one of the leading viewers in the top 10, you have a 1 in 10 chance of winning $100 on Monday. So make sure that you put in your prediction really quickly if you didn't already. And we're going to end it here in just a second. On Rune, though, guys, remember, we're short on Rune. I'm actually going to go ahead and put in this high here. I should have put in a order there already, but let's see, 4.947. Honestly, I'm going to take a target down here inside that imbalance. We'll see how it trades out, but I'm going to put an order right here for half of my position. Let's just say 4.85. That's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and put in a buy. Oh, nice. It actually did it by itself. Let's go. Put a buy limit in here for, let's see, 50,000 modified. Bam. All right. We're going to put in a buyback there right at that open close mark at that previous high. So nice little target there. Yeah, it's a good spot. So we'll see if we can get that here by the end of this week. All right. What are my top 3 coin holdings? I think you know. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Those are my top 3. All right. Guys, let's get into the charting, my friends. That is not the charting. What are you doing? There's the chat, guys. Look at the likes. Those are some weak likes. What are we doing? Let's get those likes up, guys. Let's get those likes up. What are we doing? Streamlabs is messing with me today. Bam. There we go. All right. Let me get this leaderboard up going. Put it down here for the stream on Instagram. We're gonna go live on Instagram right now, just because I know they get really bored with the whole intro process. So, live on Insta. Let me pull up that Insta chat, and then we're gonna go over charting, my friends. Okay. Let me pull up the Insta chat so I see them. Welcome, Instagram. Welcome back to the Luxsaga live stream. My name is Jacob. Remember, if you want to be a part of our top 10 viewer list to have a chance to win $100 come next Monday, make sure you join the YouTube stream and hang out, chat a little bit, become one of our top 10 viewers. You have a way higher probability of winning. Other than that, if you don't, we do have a giveaway every Friday. Give away $300, so make sure you also tune in, smash that like button, because we want to get to 110 likes. All right, my friends. I don't see confirmed messages on Bitcoin predictions. Well, I think you're in there. I'm ending that, by the way. Thanks for reminding me to end it. You're in there, my friend. Don't worry. As long as you typed it in correctly. Closing the queue, guys. There you go. Bitcoin predictions are done. And we should be good to go. Let's see. Look at him pinging Mickey. Goodness gracious. What are you pinging Mickey for? Yeah, Tom, you're in there, my friend. You put less. We'll see about that. No, you might be right. All right, yeah. So you guys know our Rune trade is now looking really good for that first take profit point. We've been watching this sell off for a while. I'm still looking for that $4.85 from that previous open close high over there. I think we can get it, right? Why did we take this trade? And now I will say that if this oscillator tells me opposite, then, you know, I'll look for a somewhat easy close, okay? Show gold, please. View on FOMC. Okay, well, we're going to get into that, I promise. FOMC, I haven't gotten too many updates on it just yet. Looks like we're starting to get more information through, but it looks like we didn't get much of a reaction on it. Even look at the U.S. market 5-minute here. You can't really see much. We've getting a lot of rumors on rate cuts in the summer, but we'll touch on that in just a minute. Just a minute. So we're in this Rune trade, right? Look at that daily, or the 4-hour. We're in this Rune trade still. Because of the 4-hour, what do we see? Well, the biggest reason we took this trade, and we talked about it here on stream as well, if that candle closed the way we wanted, like we saw here, we would take the trade on that next candle. Now, we were a candle late. I wish we could have gotten it up there, but it's fine. This is set up exactly the way we like to see it. Now, we got that candle closed. Guess what? What happened was we set a higher low on the highs up here after a high break, a lower high on price, which got confirmed by the oscillator, right? Oscillator, lower high confirmation. Next candle pops up. You got bearish money flow with that turning point there that rejected off the previous higher low on the oscillator right here, right? So one more time for Rune.
Who's your daddy?
You guys know we've been Rune's daddy for a few days now, at least 2 days, and now you can see why we've been getting in this mega trade so far. We're really looking for that 4855 level, so let's keep an eye on that. That's going to be our first TP. Then we're going to hold the rest for a party down lower. So great job if you're in that with us. That's why we do these streams every single day. I'm not going to give you entries, guys. Go do your own trading. All right, I'm going to give you the analysis, say, hey, look, this looks good for a short setup if this happens. And then what you do is you go in there, you watch it just like I'm watching it every day. That's why I'm on stream with you guys. I show you how I look at trades. And bam, we got a beautiful trade. All right, great job. Let's go to Bitcoin. Don't say gold. Please, for the love of God, don't say gold. Ban anybody that says gold, Mickey. All right. What am I doing? You guys got me mixed up. Let's start with Ethereum, actually. Ethereum had that 3K breakout, like we predicted yet again. Got the 3K breakout. Now we're getting that retracement, which is nice, right? Nice little retracement here. All right. All right, Instagram. I get it. You're messing with me. Cool. Mickey, when I say ban anybody that says gold, I don't mean actually ban them, by the way. So hopefully you know that. If they're, you know who to ban, just the people that are spamming some ridiculous links. So I never connected with Mickey on the idea of not actually banning people. So if he's banned you because you said gold, then sorry, not sorry. Okay, Ethereum. You know, you guys know our structure, which we like, right? Right now, BOS in play, right? We've already bounced on that the last 4 hour, right? Oscillators come back down to that 50% retracement level. ETHUSD here, make sure it's on Coinbase, yeah. So you can see here, Hyperwave is sitting, if we look at our screener here, at 44.97. That's really nice. Nice little reset there. We are out of overflow right now. You know what I'm going to do? No, I'm going to leave it like that, actually. I'm going to leave it like that. Overflow right now, percent change on this current 4 hour, barely red. Daily percent change, though, we're down about 4% on ETH, and that's fine, you know. We've been extremely extended on the oscillator, right? This retracement is quite healthy. You can see we're going into that imbalance. I'm actually going to adjust our threshold here on the imbalances. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Yeah, so last time we had a 2 candle pullback for that breakout to 3K. What did we say? 3K being a extremely psychological level in which we might get a rejection off of, right? But yeah, we already had it. Exactly why we targeted 3K for that first take profit if we were going to get in it. You can see we hit 3,033, so you had plenty of time to take some profit off at 3K if you are in a shorter swing. Long-term wise, hodl gang strong, right? We're hodling for sure because the price action is money in this case. If we're looking for a promising retracement, to be honest, this previous high, if we get a clean retracement, and what I mean by that is not just a sell-off right into the zone. I'm talking like probably a little bit of a 2 or 3 step process, right? Give me a little bit of a lower move back to this, you know, massive slope it made, right? Huge slope it made on the daily here. right here. See this massive slope? So this slope, it's not always going to hold beautifully. If this can get a full reset on the oscillator, come back down here, we want to see a retest of this previous high, right? This high sitting right here. So getting a retest of that high is pretty much what I want to see for this thing to continue. Off that high would be money. You're looking at a 73 on the oscillator here. And I think you'll get a really, really nice bounce, especially with it being a previous high. Now, that'll be a healthy retracement, right? The oscillator's sitting at 91 on the daily with Ethereum here. So you also got an inbound sitting right above that area around 27.28, which is fine. It doesn't have to be right off this zone that I made. I would like it down here somewhere to show me maybe a bounce off of that previous high on ETH. So that's what we really want to see. Remember on that weekly chart, yet again, last week, massive pump. This week, we have a few days. We have 4 days, right? If I want to see this trend continue, I do want to see a closure over 28.96. Now, you can see right now, it's pretty much on the week. ETH is barely up. It's 0.38% up this week. Now, you guys know the ordeal 3K we targeted. That was our first TP target. We said, hey, there's probably going to be psychological resistance there. And yet again, you can see this week we're already down after we broke out of 3K, down roughly $150. So, yo, Mouse, what are you doing, bro? Mouse, chill. Mouse was freezing on me. Some piece of hair in the way. All right, but again, remember, 33.71 was that upside target if we get a nice closure on this weekly move, right? I mean, this is delayed. It's behind on Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's way, way past where this is. Bitcoin's sitting up here. ETH is down here, right? So a lot of ground to make up, but that's okay. Right? That is just fine. That being said, though, watch to see, right now, yet again, we do have a value. It's going to be at 3,600, but, that's at a previous lower high. The volume's decreasing. Liquidity was decreasing going into these highs. So in this stage, there's a reason why this candle's so large, because people, we haven't touched these price points for 2 years. So touching it now is a great sign that we could actually get some pretty aggressive movement at some point, right? So really, really nice breakout so far this week. Hopefully we can hold up. ETH again this week. I really want to close over 28.96. That'd be nice. Let me dive into that 4 hour really fast. You can see here, if structure would hold on this, you can possibly get a higher low on the oscillator, somewhere right where we're showing right now above that BOS, right? That's what I would want to see. Somewhere right here, it's already trying to bounce above that BOS. But if it does come back down, it's okay, right? We're keeping an eye on that daily. Healthy retracement. It's already broken roughly this sloping point, which, guys, come on. Look at this slope. This slope, there's no way this slope here wants to hold, as much as we, would want it to, right? Very aggressive slope. Makes sense for, any of these swing points to get broken because they're not that big of a swing confirmation. Big swing confirmation is levels like that, or a level like this, right? You got a very significant trend, or very significant reversal after those levels. Massive pump, small retracement so far. We're okay if this thing comes down, wants to bounce and show support off a certain level. So let's really keep an eye on that on Ethereum. Let's jump into Bitcoin. Jump to Bitcoin. I'm going over Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin, okay, a little bit different story, right? Bitcoin's been trading in a small range for the 4 hour. One more time for Bitcoin.
Who's your daddy?
Guys, we talked about 52K over and over and over and over and over again from down here, from 48K. From that 48K mark, we said 52K.
Who's your daddy?
That's the level in which we clarified to be careful at, right? 52K broke through. Never really touched 53. We had a high of 53, on the money, right? So in that case, guys, 52K was by far the greatest target we could have had in a while. Now, the reason being on that 52K target was mostly because of that weekly chart, right? The weekly chart here coming into a pretty decent resistance zone, right? We wanted to see if we got that breakout, right? This is a previous swing point as well. We saw there as well as before it made that bigger move up. So the biggest reason we were watching this was right here, these 2 points lining up together. Makes sense, right? Get a breakout right to 52K. Today, we're down, this weekly chart, we're down 2% on Bitcoin, which is totally fine. Still a healthy retracement, but you have that turning point, which is good above that high. Let's see how this week actually closes. If this week can close over this high, guys, honestly, if it closes over 49,000, we're going to be okay. In my opinion, though, yeah, 49K, that's money. If it closes over that, I think we'll be all right. if we're trading above the, the first week in February, I think we're good. High of that's 48,614. So that's why 49 is definitely a price point to watch in the upcoming weeks. Now, overall, beautiful chart here on the weekly. This retracement is nothing compared to that weekly chart. Now, on a daily, though, where will we might head? Look, oscillator extremely extended. Look, we're still in overflow. We're at a 52 on an overflow, right? So still strong overflow on the bull side, but we are selling off today. Hype wave's at 89. We need that to come off just a bit more, right? You broke out of that previous high yet again on the oscillator. With that overflow coming through, I think you can get that lovely retracement right below the overbought territory. So right now we got a neutral rating as well on our price action screener, or sorry, oscillator screener. That's my bad. On the daily. So we got a neutral rating, right, on overall, which is a good sign that this thing, may be topping out. And as you can see, it's already topping out a bit. So if we get a healthy retracement, in my opinion, yeah, I think we come down. 50K is going to be interesting to watch. I would target 50 solid, 50 on the dot first. See if that happens. If that does happen, we're watching anywhere above 49K for that support. So if we get that 49K support, I think we'll get that nice little pullback here on the oscillator. Give us a little bit of a setup and move from there. Let's go to the 4 hour. Everything's just really nice here. Look at the 4 hour, right? 4 hour formation, right? Oscillator comes down, sets a new low, sets a lower high, right? Sets a higher low in this case, and now a lower high again. So now that we're setting a new lower low, I might actually look up here for another turning point somewhere where this breaks and then rejects that low, right? So if you get that break and then rejects that low, we have an order block to target down here. Nice little 4 hour order block down at 49K. Remember we said 49K could be a very healthy retracement. That would drive the oscillator into an oversold territory, which is exactly what we might want to see, especially for some consolidation before making that next move, right? So we'll see if we can break this low first of 50,642. If that breaks that low, then we're going to look for possibly a bearish setup. Come back down here, down to 49K. Nice little simple trade, right? Nothing too crazy. 4 hour, I wouldn't look for any aggressive trades to the downside. But if it sets up bearish, then you look bearish, right? You look for a nice bearish scalp. I wouldn't, short swing, let's say 2-day swing on that. So in this case, though, guys, this daily chart is extremely bullish. I wouldn't think anything else than that, right? Price would have to full on show me bearish structure to actually willing to short this thing on a daily time frame. 4 hour time frame is different. 4 hour gives you a little bit of breathing room to take little small short positions, stuff like that, to actually trade, right? Let me pull up the wheel. Sorry for those of you that not on Instagram, but here, there we go. But 4 hour, definitely a possible shorting opportunity, but definitely 1 or 2 day swing. It's nothing too crazy, right? So that's pretty much what we're watching for here for this pullback. Now, will that happen? Well, we need to see that 51 or that 50K. What was that mark? This low, one of these lows. 50,642 break. I want to see 50,642 break. I think we can maybe short it maybe to 49, but that's it. I don't give it much. If you're holding, hold. Hodl all day. Hodl gang all day. Remember, we've extended when we had that retracement. Look what happened the last time we retraced. We started to show bearish structure, right? This is great. We broke below that low, right? Came back up, never retraced or showed any resistance again. Never happened. Never showed it proper structure. It completely broke what it was trying to set up. And then guess what? Sets up to the long side, blows through that high in literally a few days. Insane move. So, again, bullish structure still in play. Okay, that's the biggest thing right now. Bullish structure still in play. I wouldn't be too stressed about this in its current state. Let's keep an eye on it. For Bitcoin, healthy retracements are always good to continue that massive move into the next level, okay? So, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's move on to Solana. Okay. Solana. Now, Solana went to the overbought territory, rejected, right? If we pull up, I didn't pull up breaker blocks. Let me crank this. Update for me. Come on, baby. There you go. Actually. All right. Cool. So, what we got here? Well, we did have a block here For some reason, the breaker block's not showing up because all the data is being pulled somewhere else. Yeah, different levels. Oh, give me that back. Can I have that back, please? Yo. There we go. All the data is getting pulled somewhere else on Solana right now for those breaker blocks. But if I go back in time, you can see, should be, there you go. There's an order block sitting right here. So this is kind of what I wanted to talk about. So let me just box this off, right? This did get mitigated, right? On that recent move, got mitigated there. As you can see, you had a candle closer above that high. Now, barely above the high. Jeez. Anyway, again, that's why you don't take the order blocks for granted. Touch the top of that order block, and that's why I always say consider the bottom and the top of order blocks as your TPs. Bottom could be a TP1, top TP2. Sometimes if you're overall targeting an actual exit position. So that order block there coming in play with the reject. And now it did set up on the daily with that, bearish rejection lower high. It's coming off of that. In my opinion, I would never have shorted off of that. Now you can see that technically kind of formed a little bit of bearish structure, but notice we still don't have a bearish structure that has formed on the price action concepts. Now you could have considered this in a sense, this, little lower wick here of 105.69 as a retracement point, right? Something to, consider a, structure break, right? Because it had at least a 1 day bounce, tried to do 2 days but didn't, rejected the same order block, came down off of that. Now this thing, okay, there's a breaker block there we're watching. Wow, okay, so we're actually retraced into a breaker block there to pop back up because price just got bought up a little bit. But where we're at right now, if you've been on stream with us, this is exactly the levels we've been talking about. I want to see now, if you remember on Monday, Jay, what's the play here? Well, no buys or sells just yet. Wait, you're right, dude. FOMC in 20 minutes. What am I thinking? Wait, no. You're right. I'm dumb. It's 1 my time. I always get it mixed up because I'm central. You're right. We're gonna have some volatility here in a minute. You bought it for $100. $100, I think it's okay. You're all right now. Anyway. We talked about this retracement. We talked about what we didn't like was the oscillator breaking its structure, right? It technically has now broken down, right? It has broken that. I really wanted to see a bounce somewhere up here above these highs. It is at that current high, so right now it's kind of sit on your hands territory, right? If we dive into that 4-hour chart, you can see here, we set a lower high in the oscillator, now a lower low, right? Broke this as well. So in this case, even here, I wouldn't have shorted it, even though it was a confirmed lower high with that oscillator. I wouldn't have shorted that. Now, I technically would possibly looking short on Solana on the 4-hour for yet again a small retracement, but I need to see this thing actually show me that it wants to set another lower high. So we need to see a retracement here on the oscillator after this lower low, show a lower high to continue lower. But in this case, on the daily, I'm going to be patient, right? I'm going to be patient because of this daily time frame. Daily, I honestly would rather wait for this to show structure. Something like this, right? Lower high up here. Show me money flow flip. Show me a reject off of this previous higher low like that to where price comes down, breaks that low like it already has, reverses like this. That's what I would want to see if I'm going to take a short on this. If we're talking long on Solana, though, we need to be patient now. Long on Solana, trade didn't set up. So now I need a bounce, and then I need a double take on it. I need a double bounce. If I'm going to get that, oscillator is going to re-show its head right here. You're going to get something where you're going to get a higher low in this formation. I'll enter off that retracement. So that's probably going to take a week or so, two or 3 weeks to get that movement. But we'll see, right? We'll definitely see how it plays out. There's possible to see a different, type of setup to either side. But right now, definitely a short move on Solana just because we had a lovely break of structure. Downside, broke this order block as well. We're coming into, previous structure, right? Previous resistance, but still bearish below these lows. I would look for a retracement. Then we will be targeting the mid-90s, okay? So if you're holding long-term, though, then you're fine. I'm not worried about this long-term wise right now. I would be worried about this long-term if it breaks below 78, right? That's that swing point here. Long-term swings, 78, I'll double check on it, okay? But for now, if it's up here in the hundreds, anywhere above 78, 80s, 90s, then, it's just in and outs of how the market moves, right? So I'm not really too stressed about it. We'll see down here. But if you're long term, if you're long and bullish on Solana, wait till you get sub 100. I think you're going to get below 100. You can then pick some more up for your long portfolio, something you're willing to hold for a few years, okay, guys? I would wait till you get below 100 because it's more than likely it's going to at least get mid 90s, okay? So higher probability of hitting mid 90s. We'll see how it does end it today. But overall, Solana, definitely bearish right now on like a 4-hour time frame. I would keep an eye on maybe a bearish setup if that's possible. Lower high on the oscillator for a nice move. But long-term bullish, 4-hour bearish down to about 94. Then we're probably going to be bullish again if it sets up. But let's go to gold. You gold fiends. Now, you gold animals. We finally have a daily bearish candle. It took about a year and a half to get to this point, but we did it, my friends. We have a bearish candle. I hate that it's not properly structured. That's one thing I don't like, but you can tell here it's actually inside that breaker block still. I'm going to take off breakers, though. We're in a breaker block, which can act as resistance, right? I'm not a huge fan of where it's rejecting. Why the heck is it rejecting at 20? It hit a high of what? 2032. Why is it rejecting up there? I don't know. I mean, it could be following this weird trend, which I'm not even going to draw a line there. I'd probably draw like a box. Where's my rotated rectangle? Yeah, here you go. You can do this. Move her up a little bit. Like that, like so awkward. Very awkward. Now, that being said, though, oscillator, though, in a better state, right? If we take that same rotated rectangle, bring it down here like this, kind of move her up a bit, bam. Look what we got here. We got actually lower lows forming and lower highs forming, which is a good sign, right? Money flow is still bullish, haven't flipped bearish, so this thing actually could technically be setting up for a lower move, maybe to break the low of 1984. Remember, we did say that we had a target at 1980. We'll see if that even hits still. Right now, though, we'll see. Gold here. Let me pull it up on the oscillator really quick. I'm not going to do this. XAU. This one here. Wanda chart. Bam. Okay. So let me pull up the screener really quick. We talk about this a little bit more. As you can see here on XAU, we're down today barely, 0.1%, right? Oscillator sitting at 48, which is good. It's a nice healthy retracement. If we get a bearish turning point here, I'll double check. I'll double take on the idea of actually shorting this. What I don't like is that it broke this low, and now look where it's trying to get a rectangle here. Let's compare to where this dot is and where that lower high be forming. This is one thing I don't necessarily like. You got a higher low there. Dot's trying to form above it, which I'm not a huge fan. If I want to see a continuation of the downside, I do like to see this roughly in that same area here off this point there. But, we'll watch it and see because that's something we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on. And I keep forgetting that Insta now. I got you guys all messed up here. Hold on. Let me fix the chart on Instagram. Guys, on Instagram, if you're like having trouble looking at my chart, we're live on YouTube. You can see my entire chart. So please go join the live feed on YouTube. That'd be really, really a lot easier for you to understand what's going on. Sorry, Instagram, you're not going to see the prices. This is just so you can get a little bit better view. Maybe that'll help there. We're going to do some extra streams on Insta as well. So I'm going to keep it there for you guys. All right. Give you a better view. But yeah, overall on gold, they can't see the price points. Actually, if I do this, they could probably see it. That kind of eliminates what we're looking at. Yeah, screw that. All right, yeah, just join the YouTube. Get on the YouTube. Come on. Now, lower high in formation, right? So, I want to see that bearish structure here on the oscillator. Then maybe, just maybe, we might take a short. Let's look at the 4 hours. See if this lines up with what we kind of want to look at for a bearish setup. All right, so what do we see here? Well, this is actually not too bad. It's not too bad. We're rejecting, right? And I'm going to change that volatility yet again. Okay, so if it seems like there's too many, by the way, fair value gaps popping up, you can change that volatility threshold so you don't have all these like little weird ones that are like very minor. So there you go. Then that way we have majors, right? We have major imbalances to watch. New high broke out. Wow, broke out of that previous lower that swing point. Bullish break of structure, price coming back down. Guess what we need to see now? If we want to actually consider a bearish setup on this, you have a low setting here of 2013, right? 2013, I want to see that get broken, reject off of that price point there, and a continuation to the downside, right? To 2000. 2000, again, Remember, we said we were mostly bullish on a long-term stance above 2K. We've broken back over 2K. But honestly, I still like it kind of short on that daily time frame because of the trend that it's trying to follow, right? So essentially, I need this low to break. I need 2013 to break on gold. If we get 2013 to break on gold, which is this level right here, then I need to see a structure retest. Because watch what happens. If this is what we said on gold, right? We said earlier this was extending to the downside so quickly on the oscillator. Extending downside so quickly, and then when this came back up here, retesting these lows, you're like, we'll watch a resistance on these lows, but the oscillator is telling us differently. It's saying this already extended enough to actually maybe bounce back, and look what you got. You got to bounce back. So essentially now we finally have shown that, we've capped out yet again on a small little rally. Let's get a breakdown. Let me see that lower high, something like that, right? And I'll take a trade on this off that lower high, right? If we get this breakthrough, it's going to form somewhere right here. I'll take a short off that into the 2K level, maybe go retest these lows. But overall, guys, patience, right? Patience is everything on these for way better trades, right? Way better trades, patience, you got better risk to reward. Man, we're at 40K on Rune. Come on, baby. Hit that low. Maybe FOMC here. I keep forgetting FOMC's at 2. In 10 minutes, FOMC, let's see if that changes. My bad. Is that right? Hold on. Yeah, it was 1 Eastern. I'm dumb. Yeah, so it's... Wait, no. Guys, it was at 1 Eastern. Yeah, it already came out. It already came out, guys. Oh, no, it didn't. I'm dumb. It's 2 Eastern. I'm getting my times mixed up because this is just the report, guys. It's not the actual, meeting. It's the report. I'm dumb. Okay, yeah, it comes out in just a second. That's why I was wondering. I was like, wait. But guys, we're at 70 likes. What are we doing here? PDF. There he goes. Yeah, there's BK. BK will give us the update. BK, you just spam in the chat once it gets launched. Just spam what it says, like what's important. Just the one thing. Don't spam a bunch of stuff. Just the one thing. But yes, guys, come on. By the way, we're only at. If you guys want to do this giveaway on Friday, we have to hit 110 likes. We're at 76. So. Weak sauce, my friends. Weak sauce. Get it up there. All right. That being said, we go back. What were we just on? We were on gold. Gold, guys, that short setup. You saw what I marked off there. That's what I want to see, okay? I want to see a reject somewhere around 2015 on. Might take a short opportunity, okay? Money. Okay, so now, yeah, 2 Eastern. It's always 2 Eastern, too. I don't know why I got confused on it not being 2 Eastern. I don't know. Weird. You guys confuse me sometimes. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the Euro really quick. Euro USD, then we're going to hop into the wheel. We've been live 47. Okay, we're doing real good on time. Nice. I like to hit the wheel when we hit an hour. All right, guys. Guess what? The Euro finally peaked its little head above that point in which we wanted to see. It's beautiful. I'm in love. It hit our bottom side target and rebounced immediately. So beautiful, beautiful moves. Euro USD. What is it? What do we have on here? Give me a Wanda on that one. There you go. Now, Euro USD, right? Strong bullish on the oscillator. Love to see that. Rating strong bullish. 51 sitting on the money flow, so it's still pretty even on that, which is not great. But hype waves now above. What do we say though? Toki. Oh, oops. I should have removed that, guys. No more predictions on. Predictions are closed, by the way. Sorry, I should have unpinned that. That's my bad. Now, if you were here earlier, you got it. That's why I need admins to do it at some point. I'll make sure the admins get it or the mods get it. We'll fix that later. All right. Now, Euro broke out of that structure point in which we were watching, right? You see it right here. Look at the support actually being held. Now, what's interesting to me on the Euro, this is what we want. This is what we were talking about before forever. We wanted to see that breakout. We want to see that support holding. Guys, here you go. You guys always ask for, trades and stuff. Now, there's not a trade opportunity at this very moment. I will tell you that. There's not a trading opportunity at this very moment. We got FOMC, obviously, in 6 minutes. So, but if we get a turning point, bullish turning point now, here in just a sec. Well, let me think about this again, actually. We got what's nice here. What's weird and nice is that we got a breakout. We're showing support already over that previous structure point, right? Odds are in our favor for this to continue to the upside at the bottom of this order block of 1087. The only thing that's interesting is the fact that, okay, actually, never mind. You got lower highs right here, lower lows, right? You could consider this a small little bull flag formation on the oscillator, breaks back out. Yeah, if we get a turning point here, we have good odds for this thing to actually make moves possibly up into these upper levels. You have a nice sell side imbalance over here that you need to get through. You got to sell through, get through these orders, right? A lot of sell orders that were sitting there before, and now that's not too long ago. That was the 2nd of February. But again, if that turning point occurs, this bull flag is going to break, right? The turning point would have to occur on the oscillator. Then I'll probably be looking for my entry to probably go target 108.734. So if that ends up happening, you'll probably see me in a trade tomorrow on the euro. And if I forget, I'm sorry, because mostly looking at crypto. But Euro USD looking really nice for a possible bullish run if you get that turning point on the oscillator yet again. Why wouldn't you take an entry on this turning point? Well, guess what? Price, look what happened on this turning point here, right? Where does that turning point line up with candle-wise? Lines up with this candle. Where was that candle lined up before? If I, do a horizontal line, see it was right at that high, never broke out of that high. Finally broke the high. It's showing a bull flag formation above that high. Let's get a new bullish turning point and then show us the money, okay? And then we can come back with a Who's Your Daddy yet again. So overall, great potential setup here on the Euro USD. Keep an eye on it. You might get a nice move. And again, my TP1 would be right up here, bottom of the order block, 108.7. We'll keep an eye on that for sure, but overall, great moves on the euro. Let's see. Somebody wanted crude oil. I know that. So crude's still stuck in this range, by the way, for those of you asking. Let's take a look at the fixed range profile really quick. Here. You're going to show it to me? I'm going to do this one. There you go. All right, so big reason on this fixed range profile, I want to get up above, guess what, that value range. Value range sitting up there right at a high, right, 78. We had resistance on it before. If we break through, I'm going to say this order block, we break through 80, we could look for that consolidation move. This is interesting, to be honest. This looks like the trend might continue back down because look what happened. Look, you had the higher low, this was lower low into a higher low into a higher low, higher high. Guess what? Lower low, right? Trend reversal potentially today. Here in a minute, FOMC. It shouldn't affect crude oil very much unless it's something interesting. But let's see, we got 3 minutes here. But watch for that rejection there if it occurs. If you close red today, maybe a short opportunity back to the bottom of that value range at 72. But lower low formation there, quite interesting to me, I will say. So we'll see what happens on that here on crude oil. Okay. So definitely maybe bearish on that daily. 4 hour though is interesting. You're saying lower lows while you said a higher low. You got some divergence here. This could be a hidden divergence, guys. Hidden divergence in play pretty much here. Lower low, turning point, higher low here. That could set up for a nice move for that break. So two things to definitely watch here is either a breakthrough 80, trading above 80, a bounce off 80, or a lower high print there off the oscillator. Then you go short. Above 80 long, lower high print on the oscillator, short on crude oil. So keep an eye on that for sure. Got FOMC. Oh, we haven't gone over the NASDAQ or the ES. What am I doing? All right. I got the PDF dropping in 2 minutes. Hopefully BK will throw something up for us I can look too. But, guys, you know the ordeal with the NASDAQ. We're still Hodl gang strong, right? Hodl gang strong, especially over this previous high of 17,174. Right? Guess what? We pull up signals and overlays yet again. We're still above the NEO. So long as we're above the NEO, we're still in this, like, swimwear, okay? And yet again, now, guess what? On optimal sensitivity, we're actually getting that exit signal. So this is, could be a first sign of maybe that, reversal. But again, for me, long-term trends, I like to hold above the NEO cloud. Now, this is optimized sensitivity, right, on the signals. What AI signal are we getting out of this? So there you go. It's a 2. So what happens? 2, trend continuation, just 2 signal in general. We got that NeoCloud breakout, right? Holds above the Neo. 2, reversal. That could be the start of retracement. Then you watch for this 3 continuation signal, right? We got a, on that first initial run, you got TP1 on that X there. Oh, TP2, TP3. This is on just default settings, right? You got your final to exit. Then you got a trend continuation on that 3 there. You got a 1 TP. Now 2's forming today. Now depends how today closes. Here in a second, we could get a major flip in price in literally 10 seconds. All right, let's see what happens here in 10 seconds on the 5-minute here with the NASDAQ. So keep an eye on it. Let's see. Let me pull up price action concepts. See this nice volatility today. I would always advise to, you know, not trade on any type of interest rate type reports, right? Here's your volatility. Guys, when you get those likes to 110, if you want to do that giveaway this Friday, we're at 82 likes. Come on. Give me something. Give me something. What do you got for us, NQ? Let me see here. I'm going to pull up my Twitter real quick and see if there's any reports. So far, not big movements. Fed officials say policy rate likely at its peak. That's what Walter Bloomberg said. They got to read it. They got to read the PDF real quick. We'll get a bunch of updates. Mickey took 40. Took 40 from Big D. Yikes. 40 points from Big D. Insane. Yeah, not much volatility here, guys. Matic. Let's see if I kind of want to see our Matic trade cash in, though. Be nice. While this happens. Give me that first TP. Anything else? Anything else? Yes. Look at yes. Not much movement, guys, coming down a bit. But remember, on that daily, guys, goodness gracious, give me that yes back. On that daily time frame, right? Still very bullish trend, right? We had somewhat of a hot double top here. We could get some consolidation, but I'm not, looking too bearish on this. Nice little reset on the oscillator as well as it's continuing. Trends here. Trend is intact still, right? Trend is still intact. That's why we say watch that NeoCloud. NeoCloud here on the dang. The freaking NeoCloud on this is insane. NeoCloud's holding very strong here. TP1 there yet again. We got a TP point at that high. And that's why you never want to deny. 2 things you don't want to deny with the indicators is your TPXs, right? TP points and order blocks. And then the NeoCloud, in my opinion. I use the trend signals to kind of help identify what price action is currently trying to come into play, right? But in this case right now, guys, if we're holding up above this, we can go all the way down to 4,900, and I'm still not going to be sweating. Okay, so nice little moves here on the ES still. Let's see, 5-minute yet again. Not much movement just yet. So we'll keep an eye on it here as the stream goes on. But guys, let's hit the board. Let's hit the board. I'm going to pull up Rune again. I really want to see this thing cash. That'd be awesome. Look at that 4-hour. Really want to see this thing cash, baby. Come on. Give me that first TP. All right. To the board. Good old Pepe. Pepe's back from a day off. I gave him a day off because so hopefully he'll be on today. So here we go, guys. You put in your suggestions early on. Instagram, if you want to be a part of the suggestions, I decided to start streaming the minute we start charting because some of you guys get really bored really fast. So, if you want to be a part of this, make sure you're on the YouTube, all right? Okay, all right. Okay, let's do this. First up. Can't go wrong on the first spin. Pendle. That's funny. That's the first one we put on the board, too. So Pendle is up. Let's take a look. Pendle. Today, guys, we do have to end the stream by 2:45 Eastern. So I've got to do a recording with another show. So if we're pushing it a little bit, we'll probably have to stop quick. So I'm going to try to do this fast for you. All right, Pendle. Pendle here with this daily set off. It finally broke the most awkward, crazy price action I've ever seen in my entire life. Also, dudes, like, Bybit. So it's funny, based on where it's being traded, like Binance it's Binance that has the crazy decimal places. I don't even think you can even, yeah. So like on this account thing, you can't even, it's not even supported on these crazy decimal places. So it's my fault for freaking doing this. I guess I could do USDT. It's probably the move. Yeah, here you go. Money. All right. Now, let's see here. 242.32, man. This thing's selling off quite a bit. Okay, we're coming inside that inbounds, but guess what, guys? Definitely, excuse me. All right, chill with that. Chill with that. We had some. I mean, guys, look at these turning points on this move on Pendle. This was such a rough state. It's finally shown us that this thing wants to be traded, because like this was very suspect. This was like it's just like the movements of this was weird. It was like a graph when it got into this higher volume moves, right? But got that structure break, right? So we'll see, you know, we got a structure break there. Didn't pop up here on the price action concept with a structure break there, so it's probably looking for a bigger move. But to be honest, it's like this right now, definitely, you know, I'm going to say bearish 100%. Definitely bearish. There's your BOS, the structure break there. This thing with that price movement, quite aggressive. It's extended several times now. Let's go to that daily. I want to look at, this is tough because it's such a newer one. It's hard to talk about this one. $2.43. Okay. I need to see some type of bounces. I need to see some type of bounce back. I wouldn't look for a trade opportunity until this thing actually shows me that it wants to be traded properly. I fully don't understand the way this thing trades, to be honest. It looked better back here, but this move has got me a lot of red flags on this. A lot of red flags. So we'll see how this plays off. Right now, you got a lower order block, you know, 2025 or 225 there. You could target. Let's go to the 1 hour. I mean, it's just so strange. Price action is so weird. So it seems like when you want to be long, just stay long. When you want to be short, just stay short. But Pendle right now, 225 order block to sitting down here. Let's watch that touch first. But I need some reaction. We're now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days of selling. Like, that's so weird. I just like somebody's moving this themselves. It's definitely being manipulated in a way, in my opinion. So we're just gonna leave it at that. 225. Let's watch that downside move. But we need reaction before we actually look over this again. All right, the wheel has begun. On to our next one. Try to keep us on time. Yo, I was about to be pissed. If that missed. I didn't even spin it that hard. I did the old Brad way. Link Eusta. We're back, baby. Guys, we are still at 86 likes, by the way. If you realize if this doesn't hit 110 likes, we're not doing the giveaway on Friday. So we'll still do our top 10 viewer giveaway, but you guys, we got literally about 30 minutes to hit it. So you better start sharing if you want to do that giveaway on Friday. All right, link up here. We really liked it for this bullish move, but again, it's very extended. And this is a great reasoning behind why, you know, we talked about getting a turning point, right? Turning points are the confirmations, my friend. Turning points are those confirmations. Link coming back down. This is quite a healthy setup so far. We could get a potentially very nice entry here on Link with that breakout. You can see right now 50% retracement lines up perfectly with these highs. Downside target right now, it's going to be right at these highs, right? So here's your range. You got a 50% retracement right in the middle there. Your range here, 18. Let's see, 1827 all the way down to 1658. Okay. Yeah, there's not much. Not much volatility, it seems. U.S. short-term interest rate futures add to earlier losses after release of January FOMC minutes. Dollar index changed. Treasury 2-year yield rises to 5.4 bips to 4.666%. Nothing too crazy. I'm double checking some other things. I'm just looking over these. So far, nothing too crazy. Fed fund futures contracts continue to price in June as first Fed rate cut. June, guys, started June 1st. Fed rate cut still is the overall assumption, I'm assuming. I have to double check on the assumption part based on the report. But if there's a guaranteed rate cut in June, then that'd be nice. But let's see here. Yet again on Link, though. Link coming back for that retracement to $17. That's what I'm watching. I'm looking for $17 level. That'd be a really nice retracement. But if we do get anywhere of a bounce even here off these lows are 18 bucks. If we get a bounce off 18, this one just hit a low of 18 almost on the dot, right? If you get a bounce off there, we can maybe look for a play with a turning point here, be another higher low formation. But once again, I do love seeing when those turning points line up beautifully together on a structure basis. It looks really nice. It usually has a nice trend continuation. But today, yet again on the daily here for Link, we are down 5%. So we'll see if we get a nice setup there. But 18 buckaroonies, definitely want to be watching that. And we talked about holding 19 as well. Getting that turning point on the daily would be our overall money play if we were to do it. But structure is everything, my friends. That's why you watch structure. You really want to continue to watch that structure. That's the biggest thing. Now, that being said, 4 hour here, set a new low, and then up here broke that high. Then up here said they higher low. It's like, or lower high. It's like, that's not really the short I would want to look for. I want to see a continued lower high, like somewhere right here if I was actually going to take that short. So not really one that I would have actually shorted if I saw this on the 4 hour. So, usually sometimes these temporary sell-offs like this, these large sell-offs that happen really quickly can get bounced back quite easily. So, again, I think that 18 price point, you could even say all the way down to 17.5 could be the move. But remember, we said 17, that $17 range there is what we'll look for. Oscillator on the 4 hour looks really nice. It's trying to break the slow right now. We'll see if it wants to maybe V-bounce off that. But oscillator looks really nice. It's now second time in extended. So I would want to do something like that. If I'm going to trade it, I need to see some type of price movement. Show me the money somewhere in between 18, 19 for this continuation. But long term, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes in the long term. We're looking really nice though on Link for so far these longer term holds. Weekly chart finally back up. Now let's take a look at this volume profile on the weekly. Give you guys some type of idea of, where we might be heading next. All right, here you go. Remember, we've been at the top of this range, right? Top of the value range, which is good. There's low volume, but again, next peak up there at 26. We talked about this for a while for that $26 move. I think we will get it one of these weeks, but, there you go. We had a doji form last week, so that's a start, to a potential change, right? But here you go. This is the other thing that we really liked about that bullish move here into the following week, and we got it. This is what we talk about on that structure moves, my friends. It's very nice. So that structure bounce there on this week into the next week did really well. Now it's a matter of will this hold, right? We have a lot of highs here to talk about. So like we said about that $17 level is really key right now. If this happens to hold on 17, you would want to see something like this. Just continue that trend, to be honest. Let's see how it goes into next week. But price holds over. I mean, you could give it down to 16.38, but price holds anywhere above this bull flag formation that occurred. Looks really nice. So we'll see how it goes into the following week on Link. But again, this thing was tradable down here, guys, by the way. If you're in below 16, around 16, it's a hold. If you're trying to look for an entry here, let's wait for support on 17, and maybe we'll take a trade on this. But for now, Link's just chilling for us, okay? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's move on, my friends. Let's move on. Get through these quick. Take this out. You clean me out, Mickey. Taking everybody's points. We'll see how many points Mickey has here in a second. Wheel spin. All right. I gave you a break Pepe, I literally gave you a full day off, and now you're doing this to us. Come on. Like, seriously, what are we doing? Try it again. Nice and easy. There we go. Vet. Vet it is. Thank you, Pepe. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you for, like, listening for once. All right, remember, V-Chain. V-Chain had that massive little breakout there, which is what we wanted to see. Right? Well, we wanted to see. I'm going to put that here. Coinbase. Boom. Got it on the list. Now, healthy retracements, right? We had that big breakout. For those of you that traded this, you're a monster, to be honest. You guys absolutely killed it. Come on. Don't freeze on me. There you go. We discussed, you know, this opportunity early on before this big break, and it happened. I mean, it blew through that high. It's retracing. What do we watch for now? I mean, this one's pretty straightforward. I like how aggressive it's coming off on the oscillator. That's really nice, actually. We got a high here to watch. I think you could easily get a clean retracement down to 385. We have plenty of room on the oscillator to set that higher low, right? We have all the way down here to 66, 65. So see, you know, if it wants to be healthy, come down from there. Let's go to the 4 hour. I mean, you can see where that lines up, right? It's starting to show that it wants to line up there. So essentially, guys, this, I mean, it's already, this pumped so much and broke that bull flag down here, and pumped so much that this retracement is beautiful. It's giving plenty of healthy comeback, right? To show us, seriously, dude, you gonna do that to me? Give me this. There you go. Healthy pullback enough that it's gonna extend, right? So even if it extends all the way to the downside, that's okay on the oscillator, right? Because essentially now, oscillator, this is our ideal setup that we always look for if we're going to trade this thing. I need to see a reversal formation break structure on the oscillator, followed with break structure on price. Let's see break structure on price, which should be above, you know, I don't know, 44.90. But again, I honestly would want to see if this high gets retested. Might be worth a buy for a long-term hold if you believe in this thing. Vet, absolute banger, though. Definitely has a chance to come down. Definitely has a chance to come down to 384. That's what I would watch for that bounce. See if it does. Thanks for the suggestion. Let's move on to the next one, my friends. Nothing too crazy on some of these. I'm glad we did these two because, again, like I said, we only have like 20 more minutes. So let's get through these. Back to the wheel. Come on, Pepe. Come on, Pepe. Thank you. ARB. ARB, 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 USD, ARB. All right, ARB Usta in the house. Setting that lower high. Setting that lower high. Guys, yet again, just popping off on their points. Mickey now. Mickey, did you clean somebody out? I think you did. Let's double check how many points. Mickey's locked in. He has the most points right now. He's number one with 228 points. He's stealing all y'all's points. Guys, do I need to get rid of dueling? Do I need to get rid of dueling? You're just going to get cleaned out. Mickey's just stealing everybody's points. He's got 228 points, my friends. He has the most points out of anybody. That's hilarious. You were number one. You got wiped, bro. That's insane. That's so funny. All right. ARB daily time frame showing that change character after a, guess what, bearish divergence, right? Interesting bearish divergence formation here. But overall, it's there, right? Now, with that divergence lining up there with that previous high, we still have some faith, right? Lower high in this way, you know, but we do have this point here. I'm going to be watching for a possible, you know, turning point yet again. I do want to look at the fixed volume profile up here when it hit this gap or hit this little small range here. Okay, top of that value range is still in pretty key value, so we have room maybe down to 170 to potentially keep an eye on ARB. But again, this thing looks really nice, actually, for a potential short play. We just need to see it set up. If that's going to happen, well, guess what? First off, I want to see this low break, right? So I'm gonna actually just mark it off with a candle here. There. So if I want to see a trade here on this is what I want to see. I'm gonna take a short off of this spot here. So it would come down here, retest this low probably, and if it shows a break of that previous higher low, then I trade that. Look for a turning point somewhere right there. Again, guys, oscillators confirmation. You use it in tandem with the rest of these, right? Right now, ARB, strong bearish rating on the oscillator, which is good. That's what you want to see. Overall, looking super solid. Hyper is sitting at 49. We're coming out of pretty much a lovely setup here, which happened to be, a nice breakout. Comes up, hits a lower high in the daily, but it's coming off of that right now. Let's look at the 4 hour here, showing us some strength to the downside. Beautiful inverse, beautiful head and shoulders, and somewhat of a interesting format, but similar type of moving here, right? Comes in. It took a while to get that other shoulder, but it still technically kind of occurred there. Similar price action. Extended up here. Gosh, this was rough. I wouldn't have shorted any of this, to be honest. Huge V bounce there for me to even consider a short. But rough price action, retest the low, V bounce, breaks through. Now I could look for a short opportunity like I already talked about. But definitely bearish on ARB right now. Downside target would be 172. Middle of that order block, that's where that's sitting. But top of the order block there is 174. Watch for that downside move. That could be money. Higher low, higher low. Yeah. That's looking like the move right now to the downside before we get a bounce. So we'll keep an eye on that. Oscillator is extended, so it could happen above that. But for now, yeah, this price point right here, 174, looks like it could hit pretty easily. Better odds to hit that. Let me go to that daily again. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly is interesting because it's bouncing off a previous high there almost perfectly. But it's trying to set roughly a double top in this sense. But let's go to that 4 hour again. Yeah. It's interesting because it's so extended. It's such a weird pattern formation. I want to see the oscillator get back in a trending pattern, right? So show me a lower high somewhere up here, and then I'll take a trade lower. But right now, target 174 to the downside would be higher probs. Because watch what happens. Here you go. This is roughly where you could identify a potential trade opportunity. You get a retrace into that imbalance and that structure, that break of structure point there. Somewhere around 190 could be a trade potentially. So keep an eye on that for sure. I'm actually going to set an alert here. I'll set an alert there, see if it crosses it, and then I'll think about it once price action actually shows its stuff. All right, that's ARB. Come on, Pepe, give me some money here. Show it to me. Show it to me. Nice. That's our boy. That is our boy. All right, we got coin in the house. Coinbase. All right, this song's getting obnoxious. Give me something new. All right, you guys know the deal. Coin is inevitably was waiting to break down, right? This thing absolutely cranked. It had earnings. Earnings beat very nicely, right? Massive EPS boost. 4,600% greater than what it was estimated. Massive gap up. Now it's coming back down, filling some of those. We extended on that oscillator on the daily. Where's coin going from here, right? Where's it going from here? Well, coin, where it's sitting, right? 160 there, previous lower high. So we're going to be watching that right now. But let's go to that 4 hour again. Daily is interesting. 4 hours is more bearish than it looks compared to the let's see here. Lower highs there, like we just said, right? That's what we're inside right now. So there's two things to go about here. I like it more to the bear side on coin right now. Obviously, this is going to move similar to, it's going to move a little bit alongside Bitcoin. But the reason I like it to the bear side here is also yet again, you have that turning point here. That was a higher low, now formed into a lower high up there. Broke that structure, right? Broken here. Let's see a retrace like this. Or honestly, I'd rather it break down, rather break through that low. through that previous resistance that formed there. I want to see it. Let's just say I want to see this fully break right here, 160. This breaks below 160, go up, give me a turning point. I'll trade this down lower. For now, though, coin, we'll see. Below 160 bearish, if it holds 160 and then you get a setup again on the oscillator where it does maybe something like this, and then I'll take a long trade. So I would take a trade off like a double bottom kind of formation, and I'm so sorry, Instagram. Gosh dang it, dude. I do so good, and then I mess it up. I do so good, I mess it up. Make sure to get onto the YouTube live stream, man. It's just so much easier to look, to watch. Guys, YouTube live stream, if you want to do the giveaway on Friday, we literally have like 15 minutes. We have to hit 110 likes. We're at 95. Come on. You guys are weak today. You guys are weak today. You guys usually hit it so quickly. You guys are so weak today. Again, there, Coinbase, that's my bullish setup. I would look for that for a bullish setup. I need to see it, though. It's not a buy or sell spot, in my opinion. Bearish setup needs to break through and do the opposite, right? So bullish setup like that, but oscillator broke down below this swing low is what I was saying, that swing, yeah, swing higher low there. I would want to see it do something like that if we're gonna get the break to the downside. But if it breaks back up, which is possible, because this is retracing back into previous resistance, it's very possible for this thing to do something like that. So we'll see. Let me see here, fib pull here. Fib lines up actually pretty well with this previous resistance as well, which I like. So we could. It's going to be an interesting zone to watch there. Nice little retracement there into start of the golden pocket. So we'll see kind of how that plays out. Very possible. Very possible for good moves to that level. There you go. We're at 102, guys. Come on. You got to get 8 more on the board. 8 more likes, and we will do the giveaway this Friday. So, the giveaway will continue. You have to come back tomorrow. Make sure we get 110 likes as well on YouTube. So make sure you tune in, guys. Come on. It's not hard to get 110 likes. We got this. All right, let's move on to the next one. Come on, Pepe. Nice. Pepe's on it. Pepe's on it. We got mad at him. He said, all right. Google. Back-to-back stocks. So started the daily. All right. Google, quite interesting here. I know this is for my boy Edward. We're going to make this one quick, though. And a lot of people probably care about Google. But, I mean, first off, you know what we see. We see previous highs here, and it's starting to bounce off those previous highs. So because we see that, we go back to the oscillator. Oscillator here. In my opinion, honestly, that broke below that low, and then now it's rejected. I mean, we're really kind of weak here. We're going to see if this thing actually wants to continue. It is bouncing yet again, but again, I need to see a bullish turning point if this actually is going to play out right. But I think, oh man, I don't like it to the upside right now. Oscillator broke down. Usually the oscillator is going to, confirms. So oscillator is interesting. It can confirm, like it leads and lags, in my opinion. It can show you if something has been confirmed that the trend is going to continue in whatever direction you're looking at, or like you're going to get a reversal formation. But it can also guarantee you an early indication of this thing is probably not going to hold. And the reason I like that on Google, for one, is we've retested this level once. Now we're doing it again. Yeah, it's like, okay, is this going to actually hold twice? If not, here you go. Well, guess what? You also have a lower low, right? Lower low on the oscillator down there. And then now you have a lower high from this high. It's like, guys, come on. This thing, it's trying to hold up. But if this thing actually breaks, I'm probably going to trade this lower. Maybe down to like 130s. Mid 130s or something. So keep an eye on it on Google. Market, with a market retracement, that could be a nice movement back too. It is extended on the 4-hour, bouncing off that same level, but lower high could easily form there. It's a massive gap move. I don't know what the heck that was. Weekly chart, though, I mean, it also makes sense. Weekly chart, lower high as well. Look at that. Lower high as well. Same level, too. It rejected off before, so definitely one to watch. Definitely one to watch. All right. Guys, you guys just dueling for points. We're gonna do like 1 or 2 days of dueling a week or something. You guys just love dueling. we gotta get rid of that addiction. Definitely bearish on Google for now, though. I'll be watching it. If it bounces, then we'll look at it again. Yo, great job, Pepe. Great job, AAVE. Great job. He said, now Tia. Oh, well, you got to wait for it. Dame, my boy Dame up in here. 105. We're 5 likes away, my friends. You better hit that like button if you want to do the giveaway. Okay. AAVE daily chart. We had that structure break, and then it's coming back down. I want to see a higher low formation. Guess what? We have technically a potential neckline forming right here. All right, so quite interesting here. If you get that, formation there, that's what we need to see if we want to get actual reversal in AAVE. I like it a lot because of the oscillator as well. Oscillator broke that structure there, comes back down. Give me that higher low. We get that higher low here. Give me something like this where it's like a bull flag. That's bad. I can't even see it. I mean, I wouldn't really consider this a bull flag opportunity, but again, if it sets a higher low here, we could get a nice setup for a nice little AAVE breakout. Obviously, still kind of fighting that trend, but that slope of the trend was so aggressive. Hey, look at this. So I take the body closes and line them up. Bam. See, we technically have broken it. So that's what I like to see. Oscillator sets up nicely on the daily. Let's see a higher low somewhere where it's at. Somewhere in this zone. Right here. Give me a higher low somewhere right here. Okay. Honestly, let me get the body close. Let's do that. Right there. There you go. Somewhere here, show some support. And then I kind of like it back to break through 90, maybe 100 again. So oscillator looks very solid for that. Let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hours coming down a bit after, had that nice little uptrend. And it's extended, right? It's extended quite a bit. So, you want to probably see something like this type formation. If you get something like that, then you could consider a nice setup, but that's going to come down to probably that daily chart as well. 4 hour definitely is more bearish than it was bullish, but that daily coming off of that massive trend break, possibly showing us some movement. So in that case, we would, want to see some consolidation before that continuation to the upside. Show us that strength on that 4 hour. Now remember, 4 hour daily, they're way different, right? A lot more candles. So daily here, that consolidation on a 4 hour could come and it'll only be 2 or 3 days of price action. So let's keep an eye on it. That's exactly what we want to see. Something where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe a full week of it. Speaking of week, let's do the weekly. Weekly looks good, to be honest. Weekly, look at this. It's still trying. It's been doing it for a week or so now, holding up above that previous high. That was also a trend, right? Nice trend break there. This is, your first support before potentially another breakout. This used to be a massive mover, right? And it came back down. So this isn't bad. This is not bad at all. Let's see here. We broke into that range somewhere here. Bottom back inside the value range. Look where the PFC is sitting at a previous high as well. It's bouncing off of it. Yeah. Let's see if it can hold up. I would say if it can continue to hold up over 86, honestly, 80 would be my biggest thing to watch. Hold up over 80. This thing looks good. Still long. I think under $100 is not that bad of a value. Yeah, good value under 100. You could buy some of this for the long term. But again, guys, these coins, okay, this is something you need to do your research on. Go see what kind of tech they do. I don't know what they do here on AAVE, to be honest. I have not bought any AAVE, but again, this, if you believe in this and it's showing some good movement, then this isn't a bad buy level, okay? Not a bad level to purchase. Okay, so keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. You guys are going nuts with this dueling crap. You guys are crazy. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting sicker and sicker every day. Come on, give me some heals, man. I need some heals up in there. Back to the wheel. Pepe was killing it. Let's see if it can continue. It's probably gonna start having issues. We got 3 left. In about 10 minutes. Yo, no shot.
Yeah, boy.
No shot, man. Dude, that's awesome. I absolutely nailed it. On to Tia, my friends. Where's the T? Where's the T in Tia? Any exchange where it has more time on it? Anybody know? USDT maybe? Come on. Used to. I guess that's the most time we have. All right, we're going to just do it on Coinbase. We are 4 likes away, guys. And I literally have 10 minutes, roughly. Less than 10 minutes. We got to hit it. Or no giveaway for you. 106, guys. We got 4. We can hit 4. Come on. If you haven't hit the like button, smash it. If you're on Instagram and you want a chance to win $100 on Friday, go on the YouTube and hit the like button. Because otherwise, if it doesn't hit, we're not doing it. This will be the first time we've never blown through the like thing. I think it's because yesterday's stream was a little messed up. All right, Tia, new high coming back down, kind of resetting. Lower high there, dailies, the oscillator's behind. All right, let's go to the 4-hour. 4-hour super extended Tia, right? Tia breaking structure, definitely bearish on Tia right now. 2 highs, lower highs forming. I honestly right now would target the low 16 bucks. Let's say just 16 on the money. If this thing were to set up similar situation, you need to see it turn somewhere down here already. Show me a higher low somewhere between 18 and 17 and then continue from there. But definitely bearish on the 4-hour there on Tia. Mickey, you liked already. We're 1 like away, guys. 1 like away. You better smash the like button if you want to do the giveaway on Friday. 1 like away. I swear, if it misses by 1 like, I'll like it, I guess. But we're going to see. I want to actually hit it. Here you go. Tia, don't fight the trend. Trend your friend. Well, what happens when the trend breaks? Well, again, don't fight the trend. Trend your friend. Let's see if that bearish trend sets up. Here's your bull trend break there. Just broke. So what happens now? Well, you look for, to see if this trend wants to hold, right? See if it wants to retrace it and hold that downtrend. Bam! 111 likes. Congratulations, guys. Let's go. You hit it. We continue tomorrow. Giveaway train comes tomorrow. Now, if you come back tomorrow, we got to make sure we hit that like button and get it up to 110 yet again. Congrats. Good job. Good job, my friends. We did it. We did it. We did it, man. Good job. Seriously, guys, come on. We usually hit it very quickly. So come back tomorrow, ready to smash that like button. And let's get this show on the road because that's ridiculous. It took 1 hour and 30 minutes to hit 110 likes. You got to be kidding me. All right. Higher high. Nah, like button. It's not our daddy. Tom, look at Tom changing his name already. All right, so Tia, definitely bearish. You're breaking that bullish trend on the daily, right? Right now, I want to see a 16 retest. Let's see 16 bucks retest. You can see the daily chart, even on the oscillator, hadn't fully extended, so definitely has the potential to the downside. Bullish trend broke. Don't fight the trend. We're back into potential bearish trend, so something to keep an eye on. 1,000,000,000% right now to the downside. Is this I would, if I'm looking for a good balance, somewhere in the below 15, okay? But watch 16 first, all right? Tia, pretty straightforward. Bearish on that 4-hour time frame right now. All right. We don't have much time, so let's go over the JPY. And your boys gotta go. All right. Wow, what a freaking bounce on this thing. All right, JPY showing up, ready to partay. All right. Now, that's what we like to see, guys. Something we want to see on the Euro USD. Very similar. Very similar to see on the Euro USD. Now, structure broke, right? Change of character form. Guess what? We want to see a change character and then bounce above that change character. Well, in my opinion, guess what? You got the break, right? This is similar to the Euro. It's been trading like this. We got the breakout. It moved, comes back down, finds support there. Well, where's my entry? Well, that's why I wait on the oscillator. Oscillator's turning point formed right here. Right? Also, turning point forms right there. I'm not like, I wish this would have had a better setup, but again, I would have taken entry off that. South side of lows, wait for that breakout, targeting the separate order block. I'd still be active in this trade if I was in it. But still very solid for a nice move here. Continue setting higher lows. Watch now on the JPY. Continue holds over, honestly, I wouldn't say 50. Over this high of 149.57. Continue holds over that. Still like it to that upside order block. Target right now, 51.25. Look at that 4 hour. 4 hours interesting here. This thing's like swing up, swing down, swing up, swing down. Below that low. Interesting. Let's see. This could be a bit of bullish, hidden bullish divergence. Support continues to hold. So long as support's holding over 149.57, you're good to go for this thing to continue. This thing, lower low, higher low, lower low than that low. Interesting conflict here. I wouldn't consider this a bull flag, or yeah, because it needs to continue to set lower lows and then break out. So it's kind of conflicting here. So long as it's just holding that price, 4957, 14957, then I'm okay with it to the upside continuing. But for now, oscillator still looks good to continue back to that upside. It's shown consolidation, which is fine. JPY not too bad here. Daily time frame though, juiced. I do like it. I would like to see a confirmed turning point, but if that confirmed turning point continues here, it's going to drive it. It's going to drive it into 152, or that target we said 151.20 ish would be that upside target right now at the top of the order block. So keep an eye on that. We'll see if it goes from there. Looks really nice though right now, as long as it's holding over that price point we set. All right, last but not least, my friends. Wow, we're doing back-to-back Forex, AUD, USD, AUD, USTA. All right, so lower highs were being formed. This actually broke that structure point. We talked about this on the Australian dollar. I mean, we mostly talked about it on the euro, but very similar, right? Very similar. And I want to see this thing now reject, right? It just rejected. I want to see that support here. Give me that continued support, right? Right over that high. Bam. If this high holds, right? Let's go to that 4 hour. We just put that box in. Bam. Here you go. Remember, on the euro, though, we like the euro a little bit better at bouncing off that imbalance. What I don't like about this is the oscillator. Notice what the oscillator did. We could consider this yet again a bull flag formation. Lower, low, lower, low, lower, low, lower, high, lower, high, lower, high. Looks okay. I like the euro a little bit better, though. If this thing actually confirms, gets me a nice turning point somewhere right here, bullish price action, you get a big candle that looks something like this, then I might consider a possible trade opportunity for that bull flag break into this upper order block. Very short trade on this one. That's why I like the euro. Euro is setting up similar, guys. I would probably avoid the Aussie right now. Go to that euro. And you'll see here, very similar trade setup, but it looks a lot better. So let's keep an eye on that, see if it wants to set up and make that big breakout move. So instead of the Aussie, but if you're in the Aussie USD here, this price point, it needs to hold over this these highs here. You got a nice little move range here, a bit. So 60, I would say 65.4 down to 65.3. You could hold all the way through 65.3. That low there. But if it does break below 65.217, guys, this higher low there, then I would consider it more bearish, okay? So as long as it's holding up above these highs, you could target potentially 65.854 or 69 there. All right, guys. Beautiful. Wait, we were on time today. We were cranking through these. 115 likes. That means, guess what? Tomorrow, and goodness gracious, Sordic, man. You guys are just getting your points stolen left and right. Mickey, what is he at? How many points Mickey got now? Oh, Alvadaz stole some points. Took the lead. I think took it from Mickey. Wow. Alvadaz in the lead now. Mickey down to 86 points. Wow. Good work, guys. Good work taking those points back. Oh, also, Big D back up in second, man. Back to 156. Good job. Nice comeback against Mickey. Good moves, my friends. Good moves. You guys are nuts. If you're interested in those points, guys, you're on Instagram. Yeah, well, it's on YouTube. Whoever has the top 10 amount of points at the end of the week gets entered into a separate giveaway to win $100. So another reason to tune into the YouTube fam. Please reach out to me on Discord, and we'll get you your winnings from this past week. So, all right, guys. Let's jump to the ending here. Now, I haven't looked at the price point yet, okay? I haven't looked at the price point yet, but we said at the beginning of the stream to add 100 points to your profile if you think Bitcoin's going to be more or less than 51,057, and it currently is less. Yet again, less hits. That's like the third time in a row that less hits. So great job if you put in less. Looks like Edward TV hit with the less. Great job. Get 100 points out of your profile. Willie Predatorius with the less. Good job. Jack with the less. Good job. Tom Kit Loy yet again with the less. Great job. Brad with the less. Great job, my friends. Ahmad with the less. Charles Wong with the less. Williest with the less. Dominic, a lot of lesses today. Dominic with the less. Good job, man. I only can see the top 20 right now, but I promise you I can see everybody's later when I close the queue, or when the stream for some reason. Don't ask me why, it's just a bug they have. But great job, guys, if you put in less. Dame with the less. There you go. Dame came up. If you put less, great job. I'll add 100 points to your profile. It will be put on it by tomorrow. So come back tomorrow, see where you rank, because I have to actually go in and put it. Eventually, hopefully we have a system where it automatically puts it in for you. But great job if you said less. Less is our winner today. I'll add 100 points to your profile to those that did. And hopefully by the end of the week, you have a chance. Don't just dual Mickey the whole stream and lose all your points, by the way. Don't do that. Our Rune trade looks like it bounced back just a little bit. We're still up around that 39K mark. I really want to see that breakdown maybe later today, but we'll keep an eye on it tomorrow. If we get a little bit of a bounce back, we might take some off size back because we are already in a pretty profitable trade already. So we'll see come tomorrow. But other than that, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Remember, we need to hit 110 likes per stream if you want to do that Friday giveaway. So make sure you tune in on the YouTube Luxalgo, or youtube.com/Luxalgo, or search Luxalgo on there. As well as, guys, the Discord's completely free. Make sure you come to the Discord, come hang out, come trade with a lot of our users. We have a few 100,000 people in there, but it's very well organized YouTube or Discord. Mickey's in there doing live streams every morning as well, going over the new indicators and such. So make sure you're checking that out. And then following our Twitter. We got new Twitter updates for you guys, news, charts throughout the entire day. So if you want current market updates and really good charting, make sure to check out the Twitter, okay? I think that's it. I think those are all my plugs. If you have questions about the indicator, obviously go on the website. You can talk to ChatGPT within our documents. Ask it all the questions you might have. If not, you can ask me questions on here. I'll answer them when I can. But overall, guys, yet another banging day, another banging trade playing in our favor. And stay safe out there. You know, it's FOMC today could drive us a little bit lower, but let's see. Rate cuts coming in June, baby. Come on, give us those rate cuts. Let's have a great start to the summer. All right, I think that's it. Shorter stream today. We usually go close to 2 hours, but yeah, an hour 41. I got to get going, my friends. I'll catch you later. Have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow. Come back and smash that like button, please. All right, just like that. All right, guys, I will see you very soon, and peace out.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?